Hello everyone, I am TheLexer63 and here's another video from me. It is another day of Indiana Jones month, so which Indiana Jones film are we gonna review? Oh yay! Temple of Doom! I do not like this movie. For as much as people hate on Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I don't see as many people hating on Temple of Doom, which is arguably the worst in the original series. But it is at least a little bit better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in some aspects. In the beginning, I was just over-exaggerating. I think this movie is bad, but it's not terrible like the Emoji Movie is. So let's start this thing like we always do. Read off the plot synopsis. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom brings you non-stop thrills and excitement like nothing you've ever experienced. Indy, Harrison Ford, his sidekick, Short Round, and nightclub singer Willie Scott, Kate Capshaw, go from high-flying action above the Himalayas to an escape from a fortress-like mine in India. Hang on tight as the world's ultimate action hero takes you on a heart-pumping roller coaster ride of adventure that's guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat. This film has an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, and really? It's not that good. It's pretty much the weak link in the original trilogy. Now, I'm not saying Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is better than this, far from it. I actually believe that this one's sort of okay. And as I said earlier, I was just exaggerating in the beginning. So, Temple of Doom, it's not bad, but it's not good either. It certainly has its flaws. Now, I know that a lot of people complained about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and how, well, they complain about the fact that it's not very good. And one of the things they complain about a lot is the Nuketown scene, where Indiana escapes in a refrigerator. They're like, that's out of the realm of plausibility. Oh, really? That's out of the realm of plausibility, but surviving a at least 100-foot fall in just a raft, that's not out of the realm of plausibility. How is it that less people complain about this scene in the movie than there are that complain about the fridge scene in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? There is not equal treatment among the series, I'm telling you. But I basically see this movie as what it is. It is the weak link in the original trilogy, which I have said too many times. So, enough of my venting about the raft part. Let's get into the characters. So, Indiana Jones is Indiana Jones. He's basically the same in this movie. So, remember that, kid from the Goonies? That little annoying child, played by Jonathan Kwan. Data, I think that was the character's name. He's in this movie. He's a lot more annoying in this. Now, I will eventually review The Goonies. It is a great film, by the way. If you have never seen it, I suggest watching it. But anyway, he is in this, and good lord, is he annoying. He shouts every line he has, and it just gets on your nerves in like the first 5 minutes. But he's not as bad as Willie, the love interest of this movie. Willie! What can I even say about this character? She is a stereotypical frail woman. And that's what I hate about her character. There is no character. She is just a terrible representation of women as a whole. And she is so annoying. She's like, ew, bugs, gross. I'm delicate. Ew, I chipped a nail. Give your characters actual character. I mean, Willie is just so gosh dang annoying. And I mean, she whines throughout the entire movie. And if she was not in this film, I would have liked it a lot more. I mean, she is the worst love interest of the series. I hate her even more than I hate the one that was a Nazi. I don't know how that's possible. I think maybe it's because, Elsa was at least likable. I think that was her name. Was Elsa or whatever. Yeah, Dr. Elsa Schneider. Her character in The Last Crusade was at least a character. Marion Ravenwood is probably my favorite love interest of the series, because of the fact that she's not a damsel in distress. She actually helps. Now, there are parts where she's a damsel in distress, but there are some parts where she basically handles stuff on her own. So next, let's move on to the villain. Now, I'm going to give you about 10 or so seconds. So, you've seen Temple of Doom, and you have seen the villain. The guy with the creepy skull hat. What's his name? I'll give you 10 seconds. What's his name? Exactly. You don't know his name because that's how forgettable the villain is. His name is Mola Ram. And that's basically the most information we know about this guy, other than he's the leader of this creepy cult, of this thuggy cult, that's in the movie. I don't entirely hate this character as a villain. I mean, there are worse villains that I like less, but yeah, he's pretty much not the greatest villain in the series. He is probably the worst villain because, at least the villain from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull had something interesting about her. The villain from Temple of Doom, Mola Ram, he has a creepy skull hat. Alright, moving on to final thoughts. Enough of my, ranting about this movie. Is it the worst movie ever? No, of course not. Does it deserve 85%? Maybe. I mean, it's a good enough movie. It's still not very good, but it's not horrible. I mean, the problem with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is that movie didn't really take very many risks. This one took all the risks. It's just that those risks were not very helpful. This movie was directed by Steven Spielberg, who I really love as a director, but of course he's not my favorite, as Quentin Tarantino is my favorite director. In case you didn't know that from Tarantino Month. But I really like Steven Spielberg as well. He is another great director, and I think the fault with this film is mainly the writing and some of their performances. Mainly one specific character. Short round. But anyway, those are my closing thoughts. I'll see you guys in my gold member review. So I'll see you later, I guess. Lexo63, signing off.